After you watch this, you'll finally understand why cashew nuts carry such a hefty price tag. But the real question is, once you know the truth, will you still think they're worth it? Cashews start their journey on tropical trees that produce one of the world's most unusual fruits. What most people call a cashew nut is not even a nut, it's a seed, and it grows in a way that surprises almost everyone who sees it for the first time. Encased in a hard outer shell, the seed hides beneath a layer containing caustic oil, powerful enough to cause burns, blisters, and severe allergic reactions if handled without protection. After being sun-dried for days, the batches head to processing plants where workers must move quickly. The longer those toxic shells remain, the more dangerous and less valuable the cashews become. Traditionally, roasting neutralizes the oils and makes shells brittle enough to crack. But not every nut cracks neatly. Some require skilled, patient hands using special tools to extract the delicate kernels without breaking them. Modern factories now use steam, pressure, and precisely controlled heating systems, making the process safer and faster. Still, the next step demands extreme care, removing the thin papery skin, the testa, which also contains irritants. Whole kernels fetch premium prices, so workers are trained to peel with precision, avoiding even the smallest break. Once ready, the kernels go through rigorous quality checks. Moisture levels, uniformity, and shell residue are all scrutinized. If too moist, mold can form. If too dry, the nuts become brittle. Only the best survive to be salted, spiced, or roasted to perfection. Achieving the perfect saltiness isn't just about sprinkling salt. Processors tumble cashews gently, sometimes coating them with oil first to help seasoning adhere evenly, without damaging the nut. From the world of nuts, we move to something equally precious, honey. Harvesting it is a delicate, risky art. It begins in the hive, where bees store nectar in hexagonal wax cells, perfect for protecting larvae and storing food. Beekeepers suit up, light smokers to calm the bees, and carefully remove frames filled with honeycombs. Each comb is handled with care, sometimes even by fearless workers without protective gear. At the processing plant, the outer wax caps of the comb are sliced away to release the golden liquid inside. The combs are then placed in powerful spinning machines, extracting every drop of honey while leaving the combs intact for reuse. The honey is filtered, stored at optimal temperatures, and bottled with precision, every jar filled and sealed without waste. In some factories, honey is even molded into spoon shapes, individually wrapped for mess-free enjoyment. Kit Kat. Just the name sparks a craving. That signature red wrapper hides a global icon, a crunchy blazing July sun. Here, vast cocoa fields stretch as far as the eye can see. It's harvest and aromatic. These beans are then delicately spread out on massive drying mats. For the next 8 sun-drenched days, they rest beneath the open sky. Before making their way to the factory, these beans undergo a strict, but the real test awaits, the fire challenge. The beans are roasted with extreme precision. This is a closely guarded art. Just like coffee, one wrong move in roasting can ruin the flavor. Inside massive machines, the beans darken, releasing a wave of deep, rich aroma into a fine, luxurious cocoa powder. Now comes the magic blend. This cocoa powder is mixed with sugar, milk powder, pure cocoa butter, and a secret medley of emulsifiers and flavor enhancers. This formula is Nestlé's crown jewel, the guarded secret behind Kit Kat's legendary taste. Inside enormous mixing machines, the blend churns and folds, slowly transforming into a silky chocolate mass. The mixture then enters the conching stage, a high-tech refinement process, where rollers grind chocolate particles to microscopic sizes. The longer the conching, the smoother the texture. It's this stage that gives Kit Kat its melt-in-your-mouth feel, and its perfectly balanced flavor. But there's one final stage, before the chocolate is ready: tempering. By carefully cycling the temperature of the chocolate up and down, any risk of grainy texture or unwanted crystals is eliminated. When it cools to the perfect 81 degrees Fahrenheit, the chocolate becomes glossy, smooth, and ready to coat the iconic Kit Kat bars. But what about the crunch? That comes from Kit Kat's heart, the delicate, crispy wafer, layered precisely and baked to golden perfection. Each wafer adds texture, sound, and a satisfying snap. It's this contrast, the soft, rich chocolate wrapping the crisp wafer, that has made Kit Kat a universal favorite. From African farms to robotic chocolate lines, every Kit Kat tells a story of precision, tradition, and innovation. It's not just a candy bar, it's the result of a global dance involving sun, skill, and science. Journey to create a Kit Kat isn't just about chocolate and wafers. It's a precise, thrilling process that brings together science, craftsmanship, and a touch of magic. Every bar we enjoy begins with everyday ingredients: refined wheat flour, purified water, sweet sugar, vegetable fats, and a hint of salt. But what truly sets it apart is a secret leavening agent that infuses the wafer layers with a signature lightness and crunch, giving Kit Kat its unforgettable bite. Inside massive industrial mixers, the ingredients spin and blend rhythmically, transforming into a thick, smooth batter. This batter is then pumped through ultra-precise nozzles into rectangular baking molds. Each mold receives exactly the right amount of batter, precision that guarantees perfectly uniform wafer layers. The molds are then exposed to a blast of heat, reaching temperatures between 350 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit for just 30 seconds. In that fleeting moment, the batter transforms into delicate, crispy wafers, locking in their light texture and rich flavor. Once baked, the wafers head to a cooling zone, where a gentle stream of cool air gradually lowers their temperature. This step is critical. It ensures that the wafers maintain their crisp texture and prevents premature melting when the chocolate is added. While the wafers cool, something special brews nearby. The chocolate filling used between Kit Kat's wafer layers isn't just ordinary chocolate, it's made with crushed pieces of rejected Kit Kats. These imperfect bars are ground into a fine powder and blended into a thinner, smoother chocolate cream. This inner layer binds the wafers without making them soggy, ensuring that perfect balance between crunch and cream. Meanwhile, the outer chocolate coating, thicker and more robust, is being prepared. It's designed not just to enhance flavor, but to protect the structural integrity of each bar. Once everything is in place, the most enchanting part begins. The assembly. Wafers glide along conveyor belts, precisely aligned for their chocolate bath. Streams of molten chocolate pour over each layer with mesmerizing accuracy. 3 even coats are applied, each enveloping the wafers like a silky robe. Finally, a top wafer layer is placed, completing the architectural masterpiece of the Kit Kat bar. The transformation continues down another conveyor belt, toward razor-sharp precision blades. In a matter of seconds, entire sheets of layered chocolate and wafers are sliced into perfect bars, the iconic shape we all recognize. In the blink of an eye, hundreds of Kit Kat bars appear, neatly aligned and ready for the next phase. After roughly 15 hours of careful preparation, from mixing and molding to baking and cooling, the velvety chocolate reaches its final moment. High-speed machinery fills hundreds of molds every minute, yielding over 200,000 bars a day. Each bar glides through a chocolate waterfall, its surface gleaming with a flawless coating. The aroma alone is intoxicating, a symphony of chocolate, warmth, and toasted wafers. Now comes a moment of truth. Each Kit Kat is rigorously examined under strict quality control. Any bar showing even the slightest imperfection, an air bubble, a crack, or a flawed coating, is instantly rejected. But here's the twist. Those imperfect bars don't go to waste. They're recycled into the inner chocolate filling, proving that even flaws can contribute to perfection. Approved bars move swiftly toward the final packaging line. Robotic arms wrap each bar in foil at lightning speed. A distinctive brightly colored wrapper is added, instantly turning each Kit Kat into a recognizable, ready-to-eat treat. It's not just chocolate, it's a brand, a memory, a worldwide icon, and let's not forget the slogan, "Have a break, have a Kit Kat." Introduced in 1958, this phrase became one of the most iconic marketing taglines in history. It resonates on multiple levels. It invites you to pause from life's chaos. It plays on the physical act of breaking the bar. It stirs something universal. The human needs journey fascinated you. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We've got more untold stories from the world's most iconic foods coming your way.